the past 20 years, I worked for the City of Sanibel on water issues. For the past 8 years, I was the Director of Natural Resources. The City of Sanibel and SCCF have a long history of working together. It's an organization that I've always admired as I've worked alongside its talented scientists and dedicated staff. One of our most critical goals is to advocate for our waters using sound science and a unified voice. Every week we deliver a Caloosahatchee and estuary conditions report to policymakers at the local, state, and federal levels, as well as to our regional water managers, providing them dependable data and clear recommendations. We're taking the work that SCCF has been doing in the policy realm and enhancing it to seek more protection and restoration of our greater Everglades ecosystem and the northern estuaries. Strengthening our collective voice is a key component of our strategy. Working with the communities from Apalachicola to the 10,000 Islands, and restoring and protecting the Florida Gulf Coast hope spot helps us build that unified voice. SCCF's Native Landscapes and Garden Center helps people understand what they can do in their own backyards to support wildlife and protect water quality.
In 2007, we started RECON, which is the River Estuary Coastal Observing Network. It's a series of water quality sensors that are recording in real time the condition of the estuary. And we get those reports every hour, and we can graph that information and share with our colleagues and scientists, but we also use it to prepare a report on the condition of the Caloosahatchee each week. So we've begun to restore oyster reef habitat in San Carlos Bay. Since 2009, we've restored 4 acres and provide 1 million gallons of water filtration in San Carlos Bay each day. We plan on restoring 20 acres of oyster reef by 2025. So this area has a rich diversity of seagrass species, and it's really the fundamental habitat in our area surrounding our barrier islands. What we are able to do every year is at high flow periods determine the extent of the degradation. We just finished a study on nutrients and harmful algae blooms in the Caloosahatchee River estuary and the Gulf of Mexico. And we are investigating the linkages between the releases from Lake Okeechobee from our stormwater systems and the watershed and the intensity and occurrence of these blooms in the region.
At Sanibel Sea School, we look to a world where all people value, understand, and care for the ocean. Our mission is to improve the ocean's future, one person at a time. The mission of the Florida Gulf Coast Hope Spot really aligns with our mission because we can allow kids to fall in love with the ocean so that they grow up wanting to protect it and advocate for it. With the COVID-19 pandemic, we've adapted our normal programming to offer smaller group classes that involve social distancing, health screenings, and wearing masks inside. But we've also actually shifted to offer more homeschool groups and family private programs so that family groups or groups that have already had contact with each other can have meaningful ocean engagement together in a safe way. This spring, we're super excited to launch a mobile science lab that we'll be using in our landlocked programs. But the mobile science lab will help us promote more equitable education and break down those barriers to allow these kids to have those hands-on experiences in the ocean and grow up to be young ocean advocates.